Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to study about fractions for standard 6th. Students, do you want to listen a story? So here we go. The bunnies love to play with a new ball. Then one day the ball broke. This was very upsetting to the bunnies. You see, bunnies need to be able to count things. But how could they count this? Before the ball broke, they had one ball. Now they have pieces of a ball. They didn't have 0 balls and they didn't have 1 ball. Instead, they had some weird thing in the middle of 0 and 1. What number is between 0 and 1? The bunnies decided they had to do something. So to describe a piece of a ball, they called the new number a fraction. They decided that a fraction should tell you about the broken pieces. The bottom number tells you how many broken pieces makes up a whole. What is fraction? To understand this, let's do an activity. I have taken a rectangular piece. I am going to fold it into 2 parts in such a way that a crease is formed in between. Now, when I shade one part, the shaded part represents half of the whole. So I can say fraction means part of a whole or 1. Now, let us understand about numerator and denominator. The numerator is the top part of the fraction and the denominator is the bottom part of the fraction. In this example, 3 upon 5, 3 is the numerator and 5 is denominator. The numerator represents how many parts of that whole are being considered, while the denominator represents the total number of parts created from the whole. There are 2 types of fractions, like fractions and unlike fractions. The fractions which are having the same denominator are called as like fractions. The fractions which are having different denominators are called as unlike fractions. The difference between like fractions and unlike fractions will play a key role in addition and subtraction of fractions. When we add or subtract 2 or more like fractions, we will take the denominator once and simplify the numerator. Let us solve an example. 1 upon 5 plus 3 upon 5. Step 1 is to check the denominators. All the denominators are the same, that is 5. Thus, we can proceed to step 2. Step 2 is to add all the numerators. Let us add 1 and 3. This will give us 4. Step 3 is to copy the denominator. Our denominator is 5. Step 4 is to add whole number. Since we do not have mixed number, then we can skip this step. Step 5 is to convert our answer into its lowest term. Since 4 upon 5 is already the lowest term, then 4 upon 5 is our final answer. Subtraction of fractions with unlike denominators. For example, 5 upon 6 minus 3 upon 9. To solve this, first we need to find the LCM of denominators, that is 6 and 9. LCM of 6 and 9 is equal to 18. Step 2 is to rewrite the problem using the LCM. As my LCM is 18, so we have to make the denominators as 18. So we will multiply 6 into 3. Now whatever number we multiply in the denominator, the same number we must multiply in the numerator. That is 5 into 3. Likewise, to make denominator 18, we need to multiply 9 into 2 and the same number, that is 2, we will multiply in the numerator, that is 3 into 2. Subtract the numerators, the denominator stays the same. 15 upon 18 minus 6 upon 18 is equal to 9 upon 18. Step 4 is to simplify into lowest term. So I am going to divide it by 9. I'll get answer 1 upon 2, which is my final answer. Multiplying fractions is relatively straightforward. These are the steps. First, multiply the numerators, that is 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Second, multiply the denominators, that is 5 into 4 is equal to 20. Third, reduce the fraction to its simplest form. That is 6 upon 20, I'll divide it by 2, I'll get 3 upon 10, which is my final answer. Students, let's revise it by playing a game. So here we go. On each flash card, there is one figure. I am going to write fraction of each figure on the flash card. So in the first flash card, you can see 2 upon 5, I have written the fraction of this figure. Second, you can see 1 upon 6 of this figure, 4 upon 9 for this figure, 1 upon 3 for this figure, and 5 upon 8 for this figure. This game will end when I will get the same fraction with which I have started. So let's start. I have 2 upon 5 who has 1 upon 6. I have 1 upon 6 who has 4 upon 9. I have 4 upon 9 who has 1 upon 3. I have 1 upon 3 who has 5 upon 8. I have 5 upon 8 who has 2 upon 5. Now, so students, I have started with 2 upon 5 and I am going to end with 2 upon 5. This means that the student who has started the game, and when it comes back to that same student, the game is over. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you, students.